So there's that. By the way, welcome to Unicorn Brigade Headquarters Company. This is, as always, Sergeant Roy Calbeck in charge of quarters here. And today I'm playing Lords of Ponykeep. Rather, I'm play testing Lords of Ponykeep. And I was actually kind of torn about doing this or not. A game by Azimuth. And yes, it's literally a game by one guy. Also, there's no way to turn down the volume until you get into the game. I'm trying to see if I can get the code to trigger. Now that we're actually in here, I can turn it down a little bit. Jeez. Yeah, that's up pretty damn loud. As I was saying, assuming that you couldn't hear me over the music, this is all by one guy, Azimuth. And, basically it's character creation and the initial combat engine. This is just playtesting today. And I was trying there, if you saw me pulling those tails, I was trying to kick off a code that allows you to get some of the newer races unlocked. But I don't remember what it was, and I'm not going to look it up right now. I may look it up a little bit later, because today I'm playtesting this game. So, let's see, left click, right click, interact, put down, double click to gallop, spacebar, activate current feat. I have been messing with this a little bit earlier. Let's see here. Earth Pony, right click on items with rings to drag them around, so only the Earth Pony can do that. Okay. Alright, I think we're about ready to go. To whoever finds this book, hi there, Morningstar. Be careful, for you've just come across something special. Yearning for adventure, just like in the old times? Then you're in luck. What follows is the work of my life, a world of sword and sorcery, illuminated to outlast ours. I named it the Horse Realms. Nah. Here, this pony I drew will help you fit in. The tabs on the right will guide you step by step through the character creation process. You'll just need a blank pony sheet. I must warn you, years of gathering dust have eclipsed that radiant lands I once colored. I'm certain something somber leaked in while I wasn't looking. Should you go into the dark, make sure you take some friends. Never tread alone. Abandoned my ponies so long ago, how can I possibly go back? Literally anyone would be a better keeper than me. Gallop forth, Morningstar, bright moon and lucky adventures, myriad. So, a little bit of lore to throw in there. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in as Roy. It's Adventure Call. No, it's Adventure Calbeck. Thank you. I'm not a mare. How can you tell the difference? Oh, eyelashes. And a little bit more girth, I guess, in the body area. Average. No, he a chunk. Horse noises ensue. Unicorn, makers of cosmic prodigies. Yada 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 yada. Magical horn. A lot of this game right here, right now, is the character creator, but it's worth it for that alone if you like pony character creators. There are only a few of them out there. They've been hugely popular in the brony community. This one is definitely better than most. So, hey, look, there's a forelock. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit up the random stuff here. The random stuff has actually been tailored to produce mostly well, you can see. Mostly coherent critters. They're not, they're at least not massively off model or anything. Usually they're pretty good. Sometimes they're really good. Dap blep. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the creator. Broken Horn, we have Broken Horn. Visage. Get the friggin' hair back. Yeah, screw it. Bun. There is no bun. That's bun. No bun. Sides. Sides. Mine. One each. Ah, there we go. That horn though, that's screwed up. Eyes. This serious business. Very serious business. What you talking about, Willis? Smirk. Ears. Much floof. Not so much floof. Tail and details. The skirt and the dock. This guy also actually knows his horse terminology. A lot of people are just like, that's a tail, right? Those are fetlocks? No! Your information is incorrect, sir. But this person, Azimuth, knows what they're... Although some of these things look disturbing. Like, where's the second tail coming from? I don't want to know. Actually, I think I'll just go with 0 there. Mustache? No. Roy's never had a mustache. Dem hooves, though. So many hoof designs. You like shod or unshod? We'll go with that. Horn. Yeah, fix that, please. And I'll just go for the classic triple spiral. Horn lock. Okay, so part of the hair is actually here. Okay, fine. Go with classical tail if you want. Why is it 8 out of 2? 12. Okay, there we go. There's like 2 options and it's not like 12. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that in. Like I said, this is playtest, so I'm looking for things that need to be fixed. You could go cloven hoof if you want. And then we come back over here to color. Edit markings and iris color. I think this wasn't working the last time I tried it, because I don't see any... I've seen other people actually able to produce different eye colors. Mine, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to do that. Then again, maybe that's the problem. Oh my god, he's blind! Okay, that'll work. Still think he looks kind of blind because there's no iris within the iris and there's no whites around the eyes. Okay, torso. Has a butt smear. And you actually hit the paint here. Edit the color scheme. Coat. Every color of the spectrum, if you're on the spectrum. Ah, there we go. Gray. A little bit gray. Enough gray to show definition. There we are. Main, definitely not green. There we go. A nice gold look to the main there. Locks, maybe a little bit. Actually, let's see. Also, you can type in directly. So this is like 15, 50, 68. Actually, I thought you could. 15, 50, 68. And let's say I want to go a little darker on the locks there. Not that you can really tell. Probably because only the horn lock is in. I left out the other locks. Extra. I forget what this even is. What, that's his hooves. Just darken those up a little. There we are. Any markings for the legs other than what we've got? Nah, I think we're good there. Down to the next page, the quarter rune, which is absolutely not a cutie mark. It is certainly not a cutie mark in any way whatsoever. Book of Mirth. You like a good joke? You like balloon animals? Just sit right there for a minute, Roy. We'll get back to this. And then his equipment. It's not an axe, it's a labrys. Or a mace, or a scimitar, or as Roy likes to refer to it, cavalry saber. A sword. Also, this is the first iteration that changes up the combat capabilities of different weapons. I think the sword is actually the least powerful because you've only got 1, 1, and 1 here. So going all the way back to the labrys, 3 and 3. It doesn't have any pierce, but it's got heavy on slashing and crushing. Mace, big time for crushing. I crush you. I crush. Slashing and piercing. That's really good. Much better than the regular sword, which just has, I mean, it's a total of 3 between 3 different areas. These others all have, like, 2 categories. This one covers 3, but it's only 1 in each of them. And then you have the Khopesh. Look at that. 8. Khopesh, I slash you. I slash you into tiny pieces. And the Epsilon. Crushy, crushy, crushy. The Sarissa, which is spear. I poke you. I poke you for 8 points. It's not a shovel. Well, Roy is more of a cavalry saber guy, so we'll go with that. And for the time being, that's it. These others are not yet activated, or they might be in other. If I unlock some of the other races, they might be. So let's begin our adventure in Pony Keep. Initially, we are just going to go ahead and test Pony, test combat. And yes, this is an alpha build of a game that's going to eventually be a full-blown one-player game. It might be multiplayer. I don't think there's currently a plan for that. What there is a plan for is that you control a party of ponies adventuring through dungeons in a world where the sun has been shattered. So let's go ahead and test this pony in one of the moonlit dungeons. And just looking around here. Nope, don't want you going in there. Leave this place. No. So right click there. Leave this place. Niet. Niente. Also, you notice that his quarter rune popped up here. Adventurers outside the party leader's exit point will be left behind. So, yeah, if you're gonna retreat from a dungeon, presumably you can. So he picks this up here. Puts it down. I was gonna say, can I pick up the broken one? No. Just push those right off there. A little bit of Paper Mario vibe, 2D vibe. Now, what was it? There was a specific... Where is it? I think it was shift right click. Let's try this. Nope. So he picks it up, puts it on. Ah, launch. T to aim and right click. Kick that damn pot there. Not gonna actually find any treasure at this point, but want to see how the animation and everything works. Looks pretty solid. Now what is this? That looks like something I could interact with almost, doesn't it? Okay, so T and right click. Alright. T to target, that's what I have to remember. Now right now, since I'm in the test chamber and I'm not actually fighting anything, that's all this is, just checking to see how things work, getting used to the controls. Oh, I hit R by accident. There we are. So, screw this particular vase. And this one too. It looks like you can always just buck them forward. If you happen to be facing forward, he'll do that. And if not, then he whips around and kicks it. Alright. Double click to run. Oh, and let's go ahead and switch off the feet here so I can get a light going. Conjuring light. Pomp. Why is this pony standing upright? One moment, please. Haven't seen one of these guys in a while. Want to be famous? No, and neither do you. Spam, malicious links, bot accounts. This is definitely a bot account. Next. And block and close. Goodbye, KP Chris 1335664. You are not long for this world. I've had some sessions where I'll get like 3 of those bots in a row, and most of the time I won't see them at all. Screw that face in particular. Maybe there's something in here. I don't know. Let's break everything we possibly can. Oh, come on. There we go. Yay, I can smash pots with pots. They do damage. Nothing here. Wonder if there's any Easter eggs this time. There we go. Actually, let's get back up here. Light that up. Just engaging a little horseplay. Okay, I can't actually reach them to kick them, but I can reach them to put them on. Alright. Did that actually... Okay, both of them went away. Interesting. Huh. It looks like a lot of these may be doubled up, or maybe they're that way just to... Yeah, they're both lighting up. So if I pick one up, I'm actually picking up two. I don't know if that's intentional or not, if the intent is to give it an impression of depth, but it just looks like there's two of them. I'll need to put that in my report. Now, there is a Discord for this game, but you have to be approved as a tester before you can get into the beta test here. So you can be on the Discord and interact with the community and everything that's been built up around this so far. Yes, it's mostly bronies. That's to be expected. Not all though. Yeah, I had to avoid that trap there real quick. But, to my experience, it doesn't take all that much. Basically, you just have to demonstrate to Azimuth, the creator, that you're not a jerk and that you're actually interested in providing some decent feedback. I was in the last round of playtesting, and that's why I'm in this one, because I was able to demonstrate that I actually care about doing a good job here. I do tend to be a bit thorough about things, so you just see me going through the entire dungeon, grabbing stuff, seeing what I can interact with, and just kicking the crap out of things. I wonder if I can get back here now. I cannot. Just knock this right off of here. Demonstrating my, I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. I'm a unicorn. But I can do the cat thing when necessary for the interest of science. I imagine somebody's going to come in at some point and say, hey, this isn't Lords of Everkeep or whatever. The thing is, I have to put in some name for a game that is in Twitch's library. And Lords of Ponykeep, being a playtest game, is not in that list. So I'm just getting as close as I can to it, and I have to put in something. Better something that actually is somewhat close than not at all. Let me see something here. No, 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 I don't want to knock that over. Too bad. I knocked it over anyway. Doink. Okay. What I want to do here is see if... Ah, yes. The spikes will, in fact, destroy the thing. Let's see if I can kick it sideways. Yes. They will go diagonal. That's nice. It takes a little bit of work to figure out where exactly you are throwing things when you're in a... Basically, you're a 2D character against a 3D background. Like, if I point up here, you would think that would be in the air, maybe, or against that particular wall. So, looks like it goes for the wall. Okay, run across... Run! 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 Okay. I think I just got hit. Yes, I did. I've been hurt. So, I should have a potion option here. Yes, current party's hit points, rustic nectar, a potion. Glug, glug, glug. No, 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 no. Damn it. Well, that's me getting used to the controls there. I guess I'll need to down both of these now. They only heal 5 at a time. Gotta get myself killed just wandering through the area here. Just being a doofus and not controlling my character effectively. See, I went ahead and did it again. I wanted to actually kick that. And instead what I did was hit left click instead of right click. Right click to interact. So I did it again. I wanted to kick that way. I was like, nope. You single clicked it, Roy. You're a dumbass. And yes, absolutely everything in here, from the music. Okay, I guess I already did all that, didn't I? From the music to the art, just absolutely everything. This is all azimuth. Azimuth, excuse me, because cow. Specifically, space mushroom cow, because, you know, just plain cow would be kind of boring, I guess. Okay, so I've gone all the way up top there, kind of cleared all this out. Is that? Nope, can't do nothing with it. I keep doing this. I keep left clicking to fire something because that's what I'm so used to in so many video games. That's my muscle memory. Okay, I freshly lit this. Come on, all the way up, up, Roy, up we go. I think we have one more here. Okay, got them all lit up at the same time. Doesn't seem to have done anything. I thought it might. Let's go ahead and test the teleportation powers here. It's a lot faster this time. It's not instantaneous, which is good. But last time it was so slow that unless the enemies were all the way on the other side of the dungeon, you were gonna miss. Alright, let's try teleporting through the floor here. It does let you do it. And yes, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this place. Ta-da! I want to leave this place. Ah, there we are, yes. He did say that the button was not obvious. Okay, so that was just testing Roy running around. Incidentally, I did not test his swordplay. I don't think he even once drew the weapon, because I forgot to check and see what the option is for that. Because hitting space fires off whatever you've got set for the see, left click is running, right click is interaction. I probably have to right click on an enemy and that'll slash them with the sword. You hear the giggling of little bastards in there. Okay, let's see how long Roy survives in this situation. Probably not long. Here, little kobold. Here comes the kobold over the hill. Nope, nope, nope. Roy, you doofus. Okay, I was correct. It is in fact right click to slash. Let's go ahead and heal up a couple. This was my trick before. Just standing behind the spike trap, and they come right at you, and get banged. They get banginated. Banginated. That didn't even look like it killed off his health bar. He died before the health bar could correct. Now these guys do change it up after a while. These are just the standards. You know, the most basic of biatches. But you did have some tougher ones that were showing up before. They've got more health, so they're surviving the trap. Some of them are. Slashy, slashy. And last potion. The last nectar. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try something else here in a minute. Teleporting! Poof. Oh, not here. Not here. And you can just hear those things resetting. Let's see about using some of these weapons. Not so good. You hear it going thump, 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 thump as I'm trying to hit somebody with it. Okay, I did actually hit him with it. Let's teleport out of here, and that's a bad decision. Run and stab, run and stab. Not too shabby, down to 1 health though. Let's try and finish off strong. No, no, no. Let's try and finish off strong. Goes up, stands on the spikes. Well, that's basically the gameplay at this point. They just come at you in continuing waves, and that was originally everything there was to version 4. They keep building up waves, and you see what kind of tactics and strategies you can come up with to maximize killing them before they finally corner and kill you, or nick away at you until you die. Also, last time there were no potions of any kind, no healing. And playing as an Earth Pony was basically the uber meta, because you could just stomp, and stomping would do damage. It would even do area damage. So let's actually switch over and do Earth Pony at this point. The industrious heirs of the land. What weapon? You go with the hammer. Do you use a hammer? Yes. Ah. Now this time, Roy has no light spell, so no, keep moving. It's like, okay, there's the one problem that I might have there. It's not always evident as to where exactly you are. Also, I think he's a bit of a chunk in terms of having like 5 extra hit points. Let's see. How well can I hit somebody here? Oh, not. Damn it. Oh. Okay, it was actually auto-attacking there. Roy actually auto-attacks. So I have to bear that in mind, that there is in fact no attack button when it comes to the weapon he's holding. That is just the thing that he will do. And there's that stomp I was mentioning. Now, it does take away his stamina, so he can only do it every now and again. Oh, crap. He wasn't attacking. May not have been online to do it. But that stomp in combination with the spike trap is very, very effective. Not to mention, oh, you had the one who actually stayed down there. It's like, I'm gonna be cute. Also, after he strikes, apparently there's a brief period of immunity. Because you have a little shield that pops up. I like how the urn actually dims. Damn it! Get away from there. I keep trying to. Oh crap! I keep trying to attack when in fact he doesn't, and apparently he cannot attack diagonally with that hammer, which is an important thing to bear in mind. Perhaps slashing is only done on the diagonal. If it's a hammer, maybe it's only directly forward. Which would make it, it's a very powerful weapon, but does give it limitations. That's actually pretty good. And that was nowhere near the kind of kill counts that I got last time when I was playing the Earth Pony, so I would say that that has been balanced a lot better. I could sit there and kill 50, 60 of these kobolds coming up in their waves with well-timed hoof strikes. Not even, between that and the trap, not even counting on the weapon to do anything. I think the trap itself may have also been slowed for reset just a little bit, so you can't just rely on the trap itself. Okay, different race. Can't get to the alicorns, the sum and crown of all tribes. They raise the moon. Notice not the sun, because there is no sun. It's gone. Trace constellations, shape mountains, and split the seas open. Usually acclaimed as celestial envoys in the Horse Realm, but not celestial. Yes, we have Keyring, Elusive Keepers of Wisdom. Again, I haven't unlocked this, and I'm not sure at all how. Hippocampi. I'm not sure Hippocampi are in the game yet. Keyring might not be either. Alicorns are. They can be unlocked with a specific code. Armed with nothing but sharp teeth and natural scale mail, a pod of these living fossils can overcome the most eldritch of sea monsters. Tales are told of lone hippocampi who settle on dry land and thrive, even if their lungs will never be as effective as their gills. And gills, not guilds. And then we have the Pegasi and the Vesper, the other two actual playable races so far. Well, 2 of the 3. We can definitely unlock at least the Alicorn. So, let's see the Pegasi, Ringmasters of the Wild Skies. Roy is a Pegasus Pone. Although they are dangerously fragile with feathery coats and hollow bones. Now let's see here. T to launch, F to soar. What is this? Soar. F to reveal flight areas. Up W, down S. Okay. Ah, there we are. Oh, it's a nice strong wing beat there. And they're throwing rocks. You jerks. I'm just gonna fly away. You guys are jerks. Yeah. Nope, up. No, don't leave this place. Don't leave this place. Oh, that's right. W, up. I am kind of getting the crap kicked out of me here, though. Let's see. Up. No. Just need to get used to those flight mechanics there. They're better than they were last time. Last time they were entirely a matter of clicking on an area, and your character would simply fly up and go to it. Here, you can actually launch from basically wherever. I'm going to go ahead and do that again, because I clearly do not have it down. It's F, W. And then, see, what I was trying to do is actually, like, left-right in order to go somewhere, but I have to click. Okay, it's F and then... And of course, they can still throw crap at you. completely helpless. They can throw rocks at me. Apparently only while I'm airborne, though. I am going to escape it. Escape. I have fled the battle. So, I don't apparently do very well as a Pegasus. It's a matter of figuring out and getting used to the control scheme, and I'm not really that good at that, apparently. Not yet. I mean, this is literally the first time I've played this since the last iteration, but it didn't have those flight mechanics at all. Hold still for a minute. Wait, oh, I can actually change the wing type. Wing boner, not a wing boner. Wing boner, not a wing boner. Okay. Yeah, there's a brony joke. Vespers, outcast children of the night, thousands of years of dubious practices and self-exile grimly transmuted these once reclusive Pegasi, cloudy eyes, frail muscles, swift leathery wings, and a built-in radar that renders their dark world clearer than sunlight. Was it alchemy or isolation that changed them? How about blood drinking? That little fang. What do you think that's there for? Look at this. Look at this tooth. This tooth here. Is that tooth? That's not an herbivore. Going straight into combat. Now what do we have here? T for launching, targeting and launching. F for soaring. And dark vision. Look at that, just lights on, bats on, bats off, bats on, bats off, the better. Other than that, it looks like it's going to be mainly a version of the Pegasus. Now, I just want to test this here. Okay, that's actually not overlit. I gather that the vision that you're seeing here is not really vision. It's augmentation from hearing. Let's see how long I can manage with this. I gotta bear in mind that I am not, in fact, attacking. There is no attack button. Up, over here. There he goes. Flappity, 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 flap. Nope, not there. That would be bad. Let's see, F. This. Basically just need to take it a little easier and constantly correct my flight path as I move. Oh, hello. Ah. Yeah, I think that's all there is to that, really. So, basically a Pegasus with night vision. I think they might have had a bit more stamina as well, I'm not sure. Actually, let me check that. The Vesper Stallion. What's the HP? 16. Okay, just wanted to check that. Yeah, like how these shields light up with your, basically your cutie mark there. So 16 and 5. 5, of course, being your stamina. Versus 18 and 5. So Pegasi are actually a bit more durable. Not sure about the rest of this either. Is that visibility, perhaps? 1.8, how detectable you are to the enemy? I would say that's probably encumbrance. That looks like it's supposed to be a weight right there. So, encumbrance 0%. So let's take another look at the bat there. Excuse me, the Vesper. Let's just go into Test Pony. There's no reason to go into combat. Alright, the same visibility marker. 1.8. And his eyes are still on, I notice. Cute little baddie noise there. Alright, so Pegasi are a bit more durable than the Vespers. The Vespers' benefit is that they get night vision in exchange for those 2 extra hit points. I believe Unicorn, Roy was in there with 20. I forget what he was for stamina. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Take a look at these other stats over here. Okay, this all seems to be the same, probably because it may not be at all implemented yet. So Roy's got a little bit more stamina, 6, and more staying power as a unicorn. But only a little. And he also has the ability to teleport and cast his own light. His ability to cast his own light, oh, you know what? Let me check on that. Let me check something here. Test Pony. Let's see if this changes when I light up his horn. You light up my horn. No, no change. And this stays on while he recovers his magic, his stamina. So, I thought that maybe this would affect visibility. Like, maybe you're more visible if you have a light source, but if you're a Vestral, it's not actually a light source. You can just see better in dark. So you're not lighting anything up and your visibility stays low. So to attract less attention from enemies, that might be the mechanic, but if it is, it doesn't seem to be implemented yet. Because there's no functional difference that I can tell. And then back over to Earth Ponies. And Earth Ponies have 25 and 12. They have double the stamina of a unicorn. They have 20%, or well, 25% more hit points. So they can really stay in battle. And let me see here. If I recall correctly, the Pegasus was at 18 and then 16. So it's like 20, 18, 16, and then you've got 25, 12 here. So, yeah. And he even has, radiates a seismic wave, damaging nearby foes, triggering traps, sending pots flying. Yeah, that's a pretty powerful initial opening ability there. The unicorn may have light and the ability to teleport, which in this map is not that great of a thing, because while he can temporarily escape that way, you're just getting more and more, pile on more and more waves of enemies attacking, so you're just going to eventually get swarmed regardless. Also, teleport takes all 5 of your stamina, so you're tuckered out whenever you arrive. It's going to take you a bit to recover. Okay, I think we've tested about everything we can, unless we get into the various weaponry types. All of these are close quarter weapons. So I think let's see, we've already tried the scimitar. We saw how well that worked. It's pretty good. We saw that the Epsilon, or Warhammer, appears to strike only straight forward, but does a lot of damage when it does. And then we have the Sarissa. I don't think that the Sarissa has any, I don't think it can attack diagonally. And the only difference is that it does piercing damage. It might have longer range. It might be able to stab forward further than the Epsilon can strike. So let's just go ahead and test this real quick. As you can tell, it's quite dark in here. If I didn't know that trap was right there, I'd have to really... Ha. And then I try and move up there, and it's like, nope. See, look. There we go. Can't see a bloody thing till I get here. So, all the way over in the corner here, let's see if the Sarissa can strike diagonally. I have the feeling it doesn't. Nope, it does. He had no problem making that stabby. Now I'm going to look down here. I wanted to see... Okay. I wanted to see whether or not it did the same thing that it did last time, which was that hoof stomp would strike all the way through to the next floor. But as you can see, it's not having anything like that effect now. Which is actually a good nerf. You could do some ridiculous damage as you would get mobs coming up, and you would basically attack them twice. They'd be coming up here, you'd stomp, you'd recover. By the time they got up here, you can stomp again. So it seems like the stomp is only affecting the level that they are currently on, although it does trigger the trap. I noticed that before. So it's effectively a way to do a double whammy there. Oh, here they come. Run, run, run. I've already used all my potions, but still, this is pretty good. One thing I've noticed is that it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult to pull off a strike. Oh, look at this. There's like 4 of them at the same time. It's very difficult to pull off a strike with the pots over here. You know, trying to hit somebody with the pots. Because you have to target. You have to know the exact arc that it's going to follow down. Here we go. That took some effort. Timing that just right. Oh, I can actually get him coming up. I can actually get him coming up the stairs. Come on, hit him, hit him. Nope, too late. And that's it. Still, that was pretty tough for them to take down. I think I got a couple of dozen of them, maybe as many as 20. Now, that's nothing like the records I was able to get last time. But that's still quite a lot of kobolds for basically what's a first level pony here. But essentially, this is the peak of physical perfection. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. So, the only other thing to do at this point would be to go all the way back to the main menu, which is right here. And it's also spelled wrong. It should be M-A-N-E. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't find the code. Either that or I'll just be fiddling with this for a while. You know, pulling tails. You should get those glowing there. Alright, then just getting a couple of weird mentions in here. Just somebody out of nowhere. You look like you'd be a good RPer. How do you know what I look like? Don't show my image online. Although it is out there for people who want to go and find it. I'm not hiding it. I'm just not putting it out there because I don't really care about it. Okay, let me see here. Where is the code? Ah, there we are. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That's the alicorn cheat. And it says extra QR cheat. I am not sure what that is, so let's try it. Okay, so those are the two cheats that are actually published in the Discord at this point. And by the way, that all resets when you come in and basically create a new character. Beefy Pone. Now, let's see what's been unlocked. Vesper, not Hippocampi, not Hearing, Alicorns. Roy the Alicorn, this is a terrible idea and you should never think of doing this ever. How does that work? You got a mohawk going on with a big flowing block of hair right there. He's got a big flowing mane and a mohawk. No. Okay, we'll just go all the way back to that. Bun. No bun, please. Actually, it probably works better for him as a crust. Sides. But yeah, let's go for that extra floof. These eyes fill you with determination. These ears make it difficult to hear. All the floof. Business pony. Willing but unsure. Not at all pleased. Smirk. Yep. We'll go with the smirk. Details. Do you like details on your tails? How about classical tails? I often draw Roy with a classical type tail, so let's go with that for once. Wings. What kind of wings have we got here? Look at this. These wings were made for preening. Ready to go. Let's do this. Chill. Do it. Chill. Do it. Yeah, sure, we'll go Cloven Hoof this time. I've drawn Roy that way too. Alright, coat. Basically the same as before, just darkened up a little bit. Mane. Mr. Golden Hair Surprise. Locks, same thing basically. Only a bit darker. Okay, wait, what's going on here? Yeah, that's fine. Extras. I forget what the extras are. Alright. Oh, so this time it's hoof and feather tips. Okay. Silver. We go for gold and silver. Let's see, 1667.84. That'll work. Markings and iris color. So you actually have to lighten it in order for it not to be black. Okay. Tail and details, tribe extras. Colored membranes. Okay. Oh, that would be for the Vespers, for the membranes in their wings. Got it. Quarteroon, you can be a blank flank if you like. Technically, Roy is a blank flank. And we'll give him a sword this time. Magical Ginsu sword! Test the pony. Clippity-cloppity. Yeah. And whereas the Earth Pony had 2412 for their hit points and stamina, and Alicorn has 3012. So, pretty much Das Uberpone. Can Das Uberpone find anything? No, there's nothing here. What are you doing? Yeah, screw that pot right there in particular. This pot can go to hell too. Just smack that grave or that. Actually, it's like, okay, this is definitely supposed to be a graveyard. So are these like burial urns? And I can tell they're also not doubled up at this point. They are supposed to be of a piece. Because if you go knock one down, hang on a minute. I saw this before, but just to make clear what the detail is, knock it over, you can actually see that it's hollow down the middle. So it's like there is a front and a back, and then there is a rectangle, or rather a, yes, a rectangular tube in the middle of that. What's the actual term for that? It's not, I suppose it's not technically a tube because it's not circular, right? Or is it still a tube and it doesn't matter, it's just a square tube. But yeah, you can see. There, in fact, that was some great detail. Let's get a look at that. There it is. So it is a three-dimensional object. It's not just straight up 2D. Alright, let's see what kind of spells we have here. Apparently I have the Stomp. Stompy Stompy. I can also do the Light. Go into the light. And what's this? I can also do the teleport thing. Womp. Clippity cloppity, get off of my property. Okay, and those are the 3 feats that you can switch between. Then you have these standard, basically these are the hotkeys that you don't need to have queued up. These are all queued up to the spacebar. These are all their own separate things, so you want to hit F for flight. And at least at this point, that doesn't just send you down here. That used to be the problem. If you would take off, you had to click some other surface, then you'd start flying towards that. So, let's see, F. You actually have to hold it. Should be able to click this right here. And the character should... Nope, nope, hang on. Now get back over here. Okay, let's try this again. Flappity flappity. You used to be able to land right on these columns, and it doesn't look like it's recognizing them anymore for that purpose. Also, apparently you can't lift off directly underneath that, which is smart. I can see where you would be able to teleport through, but not just flap your way through it. Yeah, it does not seem to recognize... Yeah. It does not recognize the columns for purpose of landing on top of anymore. Because I thought otherwise those might qualify as waypoints. Like you're trying to go from one spot to another. Flippity, 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 flappity, flappity, flappity. There we go. Alright. Now, while we're just hovering here in space, apparently I also have the ability to turn on the bat eyes. So I have thestral powers on top of everything else. And this is suddenly way OP. Do you want all the powers? All of the powers at once? Well, you can! Seems overkill to me, though. Okay, there is actually the main reason for having it, the main benefit. Doesn't cost you any power to turn it on or off. Having this, igniting the light spell doesn't seem to cost me any power. It might take away from some of my regen. Because my regen was, it does take some time to recover something. So maybe it's below the level that regen would be eaten away from, but it's, okay. Whatever the regen rate is, I have no idea. I'm purely guessing about that. Okay, so it is actually somewhat more effective. You have the horn spell for light, and then you add some extra, and it gets even brighter. And then this thing on top of that, so I have all the light going right now. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. There we go. Can't control the camera except for tilting up and down, but that seems to be sufficient. Oh, and I can also tow this thing around because I have Earth Pony strength. I'm not quite sure what the value of doing that is. Allegedly, there is something about being able to chain this thing, drag it around, and, well, you can definitely hurt. You can hit and hurt kobolds with it, but it doesn't seem like you would do much. And then the last thing is just potions. So everything seems to be working. And it is a system that I can get used to. I just have to remember things for like flight. You have to hold down F and then hit whatever button you're looking for. Love the music and ambience in this ambiance. Ambience. Alright, that was an interesting little test. So you can actually just run straight off the edge of a cliff if you have wings like that. Now if you're an earth pony or a unicorn, you cannot do that because it will just go like, no, you would break a leg or something. So that is another advantage to being a winged whatever, what may have you. A winged what have you is probably the term I was looking for. See, then once you're actually hovering, you have to figure out where you're going with it. Because otherwise, it's way too easy to wind up a level down because you clicked on the wrong section. So let's commit suicide by spike trap here. And just see how long that takes. Doink. And you know, for those of you who just came in to watch a pony die, Dancing Alicorn Roy, yeah! Why do you only dance with your first two legs? Dance, bastard! Dance, you bastard! And that's going to be it for today's stream, at least as far as this playtest, because I do believe that we've basically done everything that can be done with the game at this point. It is very, very early alpha, kind of obviously. It is listed, even in the title for this video, as version 0.005 alpha. Now, what Azimuth really does, he kind of does it backwards from what a lot of developers do. He comes up with a good aesthetic first, and then he works on and polishes game mechanics and adds things to the game. But he wants things to look good and sound good and actually look like it's a finished game at every stage. So this is not like other alphas, where if you were in the alpha, for example, for Sea of Thieves, it looked really potato. I mean, it had wonderful mechanics and everything, and all that was put together great, and then they brought in artists to really polish things up, and then they added music and everything, and as it went through its iterations, it looked better and better and got better and better. Azimuth does it in reverse. He wants things to look good before putting it out there, even if it's for playtesting of things like basic mechanics. So this guy's a perfectionist. He's also the only one working on the project. It's a passion project for him, and it really shows. I mean, this is some gorgeous work. Everything works. There's a few things. What you see that he gets feedback on mainly is for fiddling with mechanics. You don't have stuff that's just outright broken. He doesn't put stuff out like that. So, if you're interested in looking up Azimuth, that's spelled M-O-O-T-H. A-Z-I-M-O-O-T-H. He is the Mushroom Cow King with a little blue crown on. Then you might be interested in seeing more of his work and maybe get involved in playtesting for Lords of Ponykeep and see how this goes from here. I'm certainly excited. And I'm going to go ahead and head off and write up my playtester report now. Having done everything that I think that can be done, I'm not sure what that extra cheat was, though. He said it was, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it. We were able to unlock the alicorn. I don't think the Karen or the Hippocampi are in yet at all. So we're just gonna have to go from there. And I am just rambling. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I may come back later on and do a play stream of something else, but this has to be gotten in by tomorrow. So I wanted to stream it today, so I would have time between today and tomorrow to do a full and proper playtest review for him. So all of you folks have a great weekend. If you did drop in here today, I'm glad to have had you. This is Sergeant Roy Calbeck here at Unicorn Brigade Headquarters Company, signing off.